So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So my topic is all about an international research for growth and development. So my topic is came from Singapore and it was published last June 1, 2007. So this is my source for my case study. So the title of my case study is the case study of Janos Liang. Janos is a 16-year-old adolescent boy who suffers from anxiety, stress, depression, and exhibit antisocial behavior. He is also an eccentric type of people with only very few good friends. So when we say eccentric type of people, he is acting strange. He is studying at Raffles Junior College at Singapore. Janos is the only child of Mr. and Miss Liang that have been living together for 25 years, but Janos does not believe that the relationship is good. His father is an engineer who works long hours and he sees his father as a strict disciplinarian who likes everything his own way. His mother works as a nurse in a local hospital and spends most of her free time with her friends. Janos' parents are often busy working long hours during weekdays. He is often alone till late. Janus often witnesses their frequent argument. The topic of divorce has been brought up by both parties during fight. Mr. Liang sets very high expectation of his achievement and punishes him when he fails to get good grades for his test and examination. Mr. Liang schedules countless tuition sessions during weekends. Janus has no free time to do activities he enjoys. He feels depressed and frustrated about not having any control over his life and he does not know what he wants to become in the future. So sa pagsusuri ko, ang parents ni Janus is an authoritative parents because um, they are very strict disciplinarian and they set high expectation for the child. So what are the hindrances to Janus development? First is the poor parenting skills. So when we say poor parenting skills, ito yung they have no relationship, they have no good relationship with their children. So ngayon nga kanina sa pagkasabi ko kanina sa background ni Janos, medyo wala ng time yung parents ni Janos para makipag-communicate sa kanya because they are so busy with their works. So the second one is the lack of autonomy. So Janos is more controlled by what others do, think, and feel and adapt accordingly. And the other one is the lack of social competence. So, at dahil nga hindi na siya minsan nakakalapas ng weekend, so wala na siyang time na makipag-friends sa others. So, according to Bronfenbrenner's bioecological theory, in Janus' microsystem, there is lack of reciprocity between his parents and himself, which leads to negative adolescence development. So when we say microsystem, this is the layer nearest to the child. So the layer nearest to the child is his parents. So according to Erikson's psychosocial theory, according to Erikson, his analysis of the period of adolescence focuses on the concept of identity. Identity versus role confusion in Erikson's fifth development stage, which is what Janos is experiencing personally. Janos' personal identity is a product of the reciprocal interaction between himself and others such as his parents and peers. It is his poorly formed personal identity which results in psychological problems such as doubting that he can ever do anything on his own, mistrust towards his parents, and feelings of inferiority due to low self-esteem. Janos falls under the category of identity because he has neither explored his available option nor committed to any self-chosen alternatives. As a result, he seems to drift aimlessly in life and becomes a pushover while following his parents' instruction of all time. And according to Bandura's social cognitive theory, a person's behavior can influence his or her environment. Two components of the social learning approach that affects Janos are his perceived self-efficacy and learning harmful behavior and emotional outcomes through observing his parents. They should also realize that physical and verbal aggression, feelings or mistrust between family members can be learned through observation and they should avoid engaging in argument in front of Janos. For the self-esteem of Janos, as a result, Janos suffers from feelings of inferiority and insecurity because he receives no support from his parents. I believe this is the reason behind his lack of ability to cope with stress, anxiety, depression, and also exhibiting antisocial behavior. As Janos' parents, they can increase his self-esteem by providing emotional support and positive feedback. So depression. Janos' actions such as poor concentration in class and sense of hopelessness are symptoms of depression. Janos' depression can be seen as a result of detonation in family relation. Janos experienced negative relations with his parents, in particular the rejection of his bid for autonomy and parental-marital conflict because of lack of positive reinforcement of Janos' responses may have led him to depression. So I can see, sa ngayon, depression na talaga ang one of the main reason kung bakit ang mga kabataan ngayon is nagsusuicide, nag or nagre-rebelde because they need love from their parents or they need love na makaintindi sa kanila. But for me, madali lang naman talaga solusyonan yung ganitong situation. Kung yung parents ni Janos is malambing sa kanya, may care sa kanya, so lahat ng ito is hindi to mafe-feel ni Janos lahat ito if ever they love Janos. But for me, they love Janos naman talaga. Pero nga, nasobrahan na sila sa pagka-strict, nasobrahan na sila sa nasobrahan na sila talaga, nagiging OA na sila na hindi na nila pinapayagan si Janos for any social activity, so it will cause depression talaga. So this is the brain of a depressed people and not depressed people. And according to Beck, depression-producing cognition schema can lead to depressions where individuals come to have a pessimistic view of themselves, the world, and their future. And for the antisocial behavior of Janos antisocial behavior can be associated with social and family factors such as family conflict, parental neglect, poor parenting skills by his parents, in particular the coercive parenting and social deficiency because he is not allowed to go out with his friends during weekends. So dito naman sa antisocial behavior ni Janos is as a siguro lahat naman tayo dumaan sa pagiging teenager. As a teenager also, kailangan niya kasi makipaghalubilo sa kanyang kaedad rin para mas makilala niya pa ang kanyang buong sarili. So as a parents, wag sana natin masyadong higpitan, lalo na lalaki si Janos. So kailangan niya din ng makipagbanding sa kapwa niya lalaki para ma-experience kung ano nga ba yung nasa labas. Ano nga ba yung mangyayari sa labas ng daigdig or sa labas ng bahay, kasi as an adolescent na duman ako naman, masaya talaga. Masaya ang maging binata. Binata life is maganda. Anyways, let's proceed to the topic. So as an advice from a teacher, I could advise Janos to do self-monitoring, which involves recording Janos' own thoughts and feelings. It is a form of therapy as it leads to self-monitoring and awareness of positive events in life. Another possible intervention would be to help change the way that Janos self-evaluates himself so that he can evaluate himself more positively. As a friend, I would provide alternative interpretation of a depressing event and provides the possibilities of more positive outcomes. As a teacher also, we have a very big role sa mga estudyante natin na nadidepress. So halimbawa, meron tayong depressed na estudyante, kailangan natin siyang kausapin. We need to give advice to him or her. Baka naman anong pang maisipan niya gawin, or baka naman mag-suicide siya or whatsoever, or baka hindi natin alam anong gagawin niya, baka makikita na lang natin isang araw, na balitaan na lang natin na wala na siya dahil nga depressed, walang makausap. So, if ever na yung mga classmate niya or ikaw, ako, pwede natin siyang payuhan na hindi hindi suicide or na hindi suicide ang solution for the depression. Hindi hindi suicide nga talaga kasi the only solution for this is we should trust God. Trust God for all. Kasi if ever you trust God, all the feelings of depression will be vanished to you. Mapapalitan ng love yan lahat. So, as a teacher also, ipafeel mo din sa kanya na mahal mo siya. You care for her. You care for him. Huwag mong palalain ang situation na sasabihan mo pa siya ng kahit ano-anong mga masasakit na sasalita kasi mas madadagdagan pa yung depression niya or baka yun pa yung time na magpapa-suicide siya or yun na yung time na parang puputok na siya if ever your teacher is papagalitan mo siya. No, do not do it. So for social problem solving or as a conclusion, according to W. Johnson and Johnson, social problem solving develops slowly with practice. Students who are good at social problem solving have more friends and work more efficiently in groups than those who are less skilled. From this perspective of a teacher, I should lead Janus to realize that compromising to resolve conflicts in ways beneficial to everyone and promote social development in Janus by providing examples and giving him the opportunity to practice social skills and give him feedback in the context of classroom learning experience. So, ganito naman siya. So, if ever mayroon tayong classmate na depressed, kailangan natin siyang kausapin parati. Dapat ang topic natin is always masaya, yung nakapagbibigay sa kanya ng strength. Oh, yes, kasi kapag, usually kasi, baka kasi, about, ano ba yung mga magagandang topic for the depressed people. For me, kailangan natin mag-topic sa kanya ng kanyang, yung mga nakakatawa, and then yung usually, manood kayo ng movie. Manood kayo ng movie booth kasi nakakapag-refresh ng mind if ever nanonood tayo ng movie na nagugustuhan niya rin. Kasi para mas matanggal din yung what do you call that? Matanggal yung mga pinapag-iisip-isip niya na mga negative. So, parent management training. So, what is this? One of the approaches his parents could take up is PMT. It is based on the theory that parents of antisocial children fail to reinforce appropriate pro-social behavior while simultaneously punishing their antisocial behavior. PMT are used to modify parents' behavior during interaction with their children. Parents are trained to identify problem behavior and apply behavior methods such as family-based behavior modification. And ang masasabi ko din sa parents ni Janus, huwag tayo maging strict. Huwag tayo masyadong maging strict. Kasi pagkatandaan natin, dumaan din tayo sa sa ganyang edad. Ginusto din natin sa panahon natin, lumabas ng bahay at mag-explore. Kasi as a parents also, alam ko naman, naiintindihan ko ang side nila na naghihigpit sila kasi they love Janus. Ayaw nilang mapariwara yung kanilang anak. But I know also their point kung bakit sila ganon. But kailangan din nilang isipin na huwag masyadong OA. Kasi OA na talaga yung masyadong strict. After ng 5-day class for Mondays and Friday, Saturday and Sunday, may pinadagdagan mo pa siya ng another class na for extracurricular. So, ang student, ano nang iniisip niyan? Gulong-gulo na. Wala na siyang time for making friends. So, it means, for the parents of Janus also, siguro isipin natin, i-review natin lahat ng mga pinagagawa natin para malaman natin and also, para ma-solve natin kung ano may problem ng ating anak. So, my very advice for for parents para sa parents ni Janos is kailangan nating magbigay also ng love sa ating anak. Kailangan natin magbigay ng time sa ating mga anak because yan ang susi sa magandang buhay. And that would be all. Thank you. Thank you for listening, Ma'am Answer. Thank you so much.